and that means as personalities that do get on. So in front of us here we have Pablo. Pablo is a lowland tapir. He is 4 years old. He weighs about 165 kilos, and he's not fully grown. Fully grown, these guys will get to about between 200 and 250 kgs. Tobias, our other tapir, is 198. But he's also really lazy, so he's probably still in bed. They do have, because they are from the Amazon, they do have underfloor heating in their bedrooms, and they also have a 3-foot deep straw bed. So it's just life at its best. So lowland tapir, like I said, they come from South America. They're found throughout South America, in the rainforest and stuff. They are endangered, unfortunately, in the wild because of deforestation and also the bushmeat trade. I've never eaten one, I don't know. They are extremely shy animals. They are usually solitary, living in the jungle on their own. His coloration allows him to disappear when he's in the darkness of the under canopy in the Amazon rainforest. Scientists tracking these guys, researching them, have walked past the tapir within 6 feet, a radio-collared tapir. So the beeping was going mad. They couldn't see it until they stopped and spooked the tapir. The tapir took off, and then they saw him. When tapir are born, they are a very light brown in color, like milk chocolate, and they have white dots and stripes. That coloration allows them to mimic the dappling effect of sun through leaves. So when the mum tapir is going off to go and do a bit of foraging, she will leave a baby in a sunny patch where he will disappear. Tapirs don't have a scent either, so as long as that baby stays still, when any kind of danger comes past, he's going to be perfectly safe. As adults, these guys, as an animal, these guys are preyed upon by things like the jaguar in the rainforest, and humans, unfortunately. However, when a jaguar attacks a tapir, his first port of call is he's going to run for the nearest body of water. These guys can do about 30 miles an hour. That being said, they are categorized as a category 1, which is the same as lions and tigers, because if they run into you at that speed, with that weight behind them, you're done for. It'll be your pelvis first, then they'll throw you 50 to 20 feet in the air. When you land, that's when the RIP comes along. So they will run for the nearest body of water, be it a river or a standing body, and they will dive into the water, and then they'll swim out, and they'll use their nose as a snorkel. Because they are such a dense creature, they will sink down, and he will then extend his proboscis by about 6 inches to stay above water. If a jaguar has attached itself to him, that jaguar's canines are made exactly the right distance apart to separate vertebrae. It'll go across the back of his neck where he's got that crest. That crest does offer a certain amount of protection from the jaguar's bite because his spine is well below that. And obviously if the jaguar's attached to him and he dives into the water, the jaguar's going to go underwater, mouth open, it's not going to be able to breathe, so it will have to let go. If there's no water around though, they will run through the undergrowth of the jungle. So his head is shaped like a wedge, and he will go through anything, bushes, trees, until he's either got the jaguar off or he's succumbed to his injuries. These guys have got an incredible bite. They can eat a butternut squash whole and not drop a piece. They have also been observed in the wild chewing through a banana tree that is about 18 inches in diameter to get to the bananas. If we have to medicate these guys, we will use bananas, but not bananas that you can use for banana bread. It's bananas that have gone beyond resuscitation. When you pick them up, it's just a bulb at the bottom of the skin. They absolutely love it. If we walk into the house with them, they can smell it from their bedroom, and they will get up and come out of bed. If we can't get them up for the talks, we go and get a banana and they're out here in a jiffy. So there are 4 species of tapir in the world. The biggest one is the Malayan tapir, which is the half black and half white one. That's the only tapir species found in Malaysia. And interestingly enough, in Malayan, the word tapir is translates to an animal made up from leftovers in a bucket. So there's 1 species of tapir in Malaya, and then we have 3 species in South America. So we have the beds, which is the smallest one, and it's a lot hairier. We have the mountain tapir, which is slightly bigger than the beds, and that's quite hairy as well. And then obviously we have the lowland. In the local belief system of South America, they believe that the tapir god was the god that created the earth. So these are highly revered creatures by the local people populations, and you can find totem poles in the tribal areas with the tapir at the top of it. A lot of people ask what these guys are related to, and a lot of the time it's as if it's an anteater. It's not. These guys are actually related to horses and rhinos. Okay, so they are What are they saying? I've forgotten the word. It's all to do with the structure of their bones and their feet and their stomach, the way their stomachs work. They are odd-toed ungulates, that's the word. So tapirs have got 3 toes. Horses obviously have got a single hoof. They actually do have 3 toes, but 2 of them have disappeared with time further up the leg of the horse, and the rhino has got 3 toes. So it's the bone structure in their feet, and it's the way their gut functions and their diets. Rhinos, white rhinos are grazers, black rhinos are browsers. So a browser will eat off a tree or a bush, grazers will eat off the floor. These guys do both. And then obviously horses are grazers and they eat off the floor. So it's all that kind of thing comes together, and because they are related to horses, when our donkeys come into season, not him so much because he's just an absolute gem, but Tobias will get a bit bitey with us keepers, and we have to be really careful with him. Because like I said, they have got incredible bite strength. And Tobias's canines are about half an inch long, and they are also triangular in shape. So the tip of it is like a needle. And if he happened to catch us on a fleshy part, he would do quite a lot of damage, especially if he threw his head around. So when tapir are excited, they will swing their head from side to side. That head does weigh between 20 and 30 kilos, so it will be like being hit by a sledgehammer. It will snap a femur quite easily as well. Unfortunately, there have been injuries in zoos where tapir have been doing an experience and got a bit excited because they've been fed, and they have swung their heads and hurt people. So tapir experiences in the UK have been banned for now until we can come up with a design where the person doing the experience is safe. And it won't be feeding them either, it'll be brushing them. The only problem with a tapir is when you've got a protective barrier between you and the tapir and you're brushing it, they fall over, just like a pig does when you give it a good scratch. And they'll fall over and have want their bellies rubbed as well. So Pablo unfortunately does get quite dry skin, and we brush him with baby oil mixed with warm water to keep his skin hydrated. You have to be really careful, because if you do it outside and you've brushed him off with baby oil, he rolls in the sand, you've got a different colour tapir. And it makes me feel uncomfortable. So they do love a good petting session. They love their jaws being scratched as well. So as dangerous as they are big babies. A good jaw scratch, they'll tilt their head sideways, and if you carry on, the back legs give out. And again, they will roll over. You have to be quick on your feet though, because if they roll onto your feet, you're stuck there until you decide you're getting up. Yeah, that's about all I've got to say. Really, I lost my way a long time ago. Thanks for listening. If anybody's got any questions, we will hang around for a couple of minutes, and Sammy can answer them all because she's learning still.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
a pleasure.
Oh, cool. I didn't think it would be this big. And then I thought, yeah, like 4 more weeks.
Yeah, I trained them. I'm a trainer. Those are Tobias, and you can see his kid.
Big dogs with long noses.